What's up everyone, Bret here, and today we're going to be talking about Revolut investing in 2023. I've made some pretty decent gains on Revolut in the past, at one point even the same as my monthly salary for that period, and yeah, people seem to have loved the previous video that I made on Revolut investing, and now I figured it's 2023, it's been a while, let's do an update, look at the changes, what's good and what's bad about the app. Let's delve into it. I'll be breaking down today's video into three sections. Firstly, to look at the app, to look at the interface. I'll do a screen recording and share that with you guys. Then we're going to be looking at my portfolio. And lastly, I'm going to be talking about the pros and cons of Revolut in 2023. And before we get into it, if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. I've been away for a while, so I've lost some momentum and I'd really appreciate some help regaining that momentum. So drop a like, give us a subscribe, and let's get into it. Oh yeah, and for anyone who's not already signed up to Revolut but is considering doing so, I've dropped a link down in the description that you can use to sign up today. Go check it out. All right, so jumping into the app then, this is my home screen for stocks within the Revolut app. You've also got crypto and other things on there as well. So, but within stocks, let's check it out. You can change the currency as well from US dollars to pounds. Pounds is an option for me because I'm based in the UK, but because all of my trades and all the stocks, these are basically all US stocks. In fact, they're all US stocks. Therefore, I just keep it in US dollars and I can track it that way. Okay, so we jump into the home screen then within Revolut stocks here. You've also got your crypto, which we'll talk about as well. But just to begin with then, stocks. This is my homepage where all of my investments are listed. And yeah, as it was in the past, you've just got basically a list of all your investments with your gains or your losses there. So I'm up 65% on Apple, 38% on Alphabet, which is Google, obviously. And then, for example, Amazon down there, I'm down basically 20%, which is a bit of a shocker because, as I'll discuss later, I haven't touched my Revolut portfolio for a very long time. So to be down 20% on a stock like Amazon, shocker. So if you're new to the app, let's talk about how you can actually invest in different stocks. So you have to click the invest button there, and then this basically takes you into their sort of portal of their library of stocks, basically. So you've got all your different stocks. At the top here, there's a stock screen finder, which I think is really good, and this is something that's new to the app. So instead of scrolling through all the individual stocks that they list, you can actually have a look at the different sectors. So they've categorized these. And if you're, for example, only looking for tech stocks, you click tech and apply that. And then small cap, medium cap, large cap, which is the size of the company. So obviously the larger the cap, the bigger the company. You've got your price per earnings ratio there as well, which you can tweak and you can choose. Your dividend yield. Obviously, if you're only looking for dividend stocks, you want that to be at least, I'd say, 2%. But then obviously a lot of stocks don't offer dividends, they're growth stocks, so it's just nice to have that option there. And then you've got your 1 year stock price change as well. So if you only want stocks that are, well, less volatile, basically, you can just choose a stock that over the last year has only had a stock price change of 70%, which still seems pretty high to me. Oh, minus 100 to, right, yeah. So you can tweak it to whatever you want. Handy little tool. I haven't used that before, but pretty decent. Now, if we go back out of there, you've got your recently viewed today's top movers. This is something that Revolut have had for a while. You've also got the most traded this week as well. So this isn't my most traded. This is the most traded on Revolut. Tesla there, you can see 64% buys and 36% sells. That's number one. Tesla, Neo, Apple, Microsoft, all these tech stocks and Tesla are always going to be near the top of this list. But let's see how many they've got on here, actually. It goes down to 50. So they've got the 50 most traded stocks. That just gives you an idea, if you're a beginner, I suppose, of the sort of stocks that other people are committing to investing in, which I was going to say might suggest that they're safe stocks, but absolutely doesn't. But it's a nice feature on the app. You've got your popular stocks down there as well. That's got to be similar to traded this week, hasn't it? So you got Neo, Tesla, Apple, basically the same thing. I'm not sure why they've got that twice. But anyway, then you've got your collections, which is going to be pretty similar to what is at the top here, using the stock screener. The collections are just going to be the categories of stocks that you can invest in. So again, like if you're looking for real estate, click on real estate, and these are only real estate stocks in here. Same goes for utilities, so it's going to be like oil and gas companies and things like that. And financial, all the big banks, JP Morgan, Visa, Berkshire Hathaway, one of my favorites are in there. And then if you want to see absolutely every stock that Revolut list on their app, just click there, and this is literally A to Z of every single stock that they have. And as you can see there, they've got 2,217 stocks. So that's the investing portal of the Revolut app. If you want to invest some money, that's where you go to sort of pick good stocks and actually go ahead and invest. I have got a little bit of money in my account, not a lot, because as I said, I haven't used this app for a while to actually actively invest. So I'll just go ahead and make a trade with what little money I've got in here, just to show you how it works. What the hell, let's just go for Tesla, just because it's at the top there, just as an example this is. So you go into the Tesla stock, and then you've got your overview here of the performance of the stock over the last however long, 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, 6 months, however, you can adjust that and have a look at that. You've then got their financials, so their statements, their balance sheets, their cash flow. You've got news as well, which is a handy little, quite a nice feature of the app, which didn't used to be there. So you can just have a look here and just see the different news. This is all related to Tesla, obviously. And if you go into, say, Microsoft, you'll see the news for the Microsoft stock. Your past orders will appear here. And then, this is orders. So if you've got a pending order, either a stop order or something like that, or you've made a trade during closing hours when the market's closed, they're going to be in there pending. And then your actual transactions are going to show here. Let's go ahead and make a new trade. So what you want to do is click on buy here. Then you're going to choose, basically you've got an option here. You can choose to invest in a number of shares of Tesla by clicking this button here and typing in, for example, 2. And it will show you how much that's going to cost you. Or, and because I've only got very little money in my account right now, you can choose a US dollar value that you want to buy of that company. So I've got $90 in my account, but just for the example of this video, let's just go ahead and put $10. So that means I'm going to get 0.03978 blah, blah, blah shares in Tesla. But, just for this example, let's go ahead and click buy Tesla. And if you want to do market orders, by the way, they're up here. So limit orders, stop orders. It's nice that they've got that in the app now, because when I started using Revolut, they didn't have that. But again, for the example of this video, let's click buy Tesla. It's then going to give you a summary. You want to click submit, and it's going to put it through. It's going to execute your order. Now it's 5:30 here in the UK. I'm not sure what time it is in the US, but I'm pretty sure it's market hours, so market's going to be open. So that trade should go through pretty quick. We can then go here and have a look at my Tesla stock in my portfolio. Click on transactions, and you'll see that there it's gone through. I bought $10 worth of Tesla, and that's how it goes. And then I mentioned you can also trade crypto on Revolut as well. So if we jump over to the crypto tab here, as you can see, my crypto, I've got Bitcoin, Ethereum, and some Polkadot as well. 21 cents of Polkadot, which I'm down 66% on. But yeah, same thing goes as for the investing in stocks. You click on trade. Trade. And then you're into their sort of portal where all the different cryptocurrencies are. Revolut have actually expanded their cryptocurrency portfolio quite a bit recently, so there's way more in there now than when I used to use it. But as I said, not something that I'm heavily into, so that's as much as I'm going to say about crypto. Next then, we'll discuss my portfolio. I will show you all of my stocks that I have within Revolut. This is something that I don't really meddle with anymore. I haven't made a trade on Revolut for probably over a year now. One of the reasons is because I don't want to have all of my eggs in one basket. I feel like I've got enough money in Revolut. But my portfolio in Revolut here, we've got Apple is my biggest stock, my biggest holding, sorry. You've got Google as well, Microsoft, Amazon, Tesla, all the big tech stocks at the top here. Starbucks, AbbVie is one of my best dividend stocks on the app. You just click on that and look at transactions. As you can see, all the last transactions for this within here are all dividends, so $6, basically $6 every quarter there. And that's $6 every quarter with an investment of just $700. So let's see, what is the dividend yield on AbbVie actually? So if we click on their financials and scroll down, you should see, where have they got it in the overview? Yep, dividend yield is 4%. There you go. So not bad at all. I've also got an Etsy, which I'm doing pretty shocking on. Alibaba, massive regrets on that one, but I didn't put a massive amount into it, so I'm not too bothered. Just scroll down here and you'll see the rest of my shares within the app. And then right at the bottom, it's got the amount of dollars that you have left to invest. Wherever you live, that's going to be dollars, because obviously we're talking about the US stock market, and the US stock market only trade in dollars. So yeah, that's my portfolio. As I said, you can look at it in dollars or pounds. And then you can click on, if you click that logo, let's change it back to dollars. And if you click that little icon up there, it sort of gives you the analytics of your portfolio. And this is something that I really like, and something that when I started trading on this app, it didn't have. And at that time, when I first when I put my first, say, £2,000 or $2,000 into the app, I knew I'd put that much in, but there was no analytics within the app that showed me how much I'd invested. It just showed me what the current value of my portfolio was. So say my portfolio went up to 2.5k worth. If someone off the street came over and had a look at that portfolio within the app, they wouldn't know how much it's gone up by because they didn't know how much I put in there. And there was sort of no analytics that showed that, but I really like the analytics within the app now. As you can see here, I'm up $5,781 on my investments. That's my total investments all time there that you can see that I've put into the app. And then it's got like your biggest contributors. So Apple, as I've earned $1,500 from Apple, which is 95% gain on what I put in. Alphabet, Microsoft, Berkshire, all up there. Let's see what I've lost money on. There must be a few down here. Close that. So nursery notification. So yeah, I'm down $255 on Alibaba, $400 on Coinbase. That was a stupid investment. And then PayPal, I'm down $300 as well. So fairly big losses down there. But then if we scroll back up to the top here, we've got profit and loss, which is what we're looking at the moment. You can also click on performance. So it'll be like a percentage performance. So my all-time percentage performance is I'm up 27.6%, 27.26%, sorry. And that's in the last, well, let's see, goes back to 22nd of April, 2022. So that's in the last 3 years, which is an average of what? 9%, is it? Yeah, 9% a year. So it's pretty tidy. And then performance and then total value there. You've got total value. So when I started investing, 21st of April at 0, I then put some funded my account up to, I'm not actually sure how much I funded before I started making trades, but it looks like around 16K. And then it went up at its highest. This is pretty cool that you can see this, to 24 grand's worth, basically, dollars. Then it dropped back down in December 2022 to $14,000, and now I'm back up to about $20,000. So you can see there the shift in the market over time, and that's me not touching it. So that is a representation of the market, of the stocks that I'm investing in, which is heavily tech stocks, to be honest, within here. So yeah, that is my portfolio. Now let's talk about the pros and cons of the app. For the pros and cons then, it's going to depend what sort of Revolut account you have. So I'm going to put this on the screen now. You can see that there are 5 different accounts you can have with Revolut. There's a standard account, a plus account, premium account, metal account, and an ultra account. The ultra account is very new. That's only just come out in the last couple of months, I think. Before metal was the top. That's as high as you could go. I have a metal account. I have that for benefits other than investing. Do a fair bit of traveling, so there are sort of benefits to traveling of the metal account as well. And that's actually the main reason that I got the account before I started using it for investing. The investing benefits of the metal account aren't quite as good as they used to be. But yeah, you've got your standard account there, which is free. A plus account, you pay £3 a month, and a premium account, £7 a month. Metal is 13 and an ultra is 45. So as I have a metal account, I'm going to quickly talk about some of the pros of a metal account. A lot of these are going to be the same for all the different accounts, but specifically these apply to me with a metal account. So number one, and this goes for all of them, and this goes for most investing platforms these days, especially all iPhone or app-based investing platforms anyway, is that you can buy fractional shares, which I've discussed before. Basically just means that you can buy less than one whole share. So as I said earlier, as I showed you earlier, I put $10 worth, I bought $10 worth of Tesla. One Tesla stock is worth, I don't know, hundreds of dollars. So in the past, you wouldn't have been able to have bought just $10 worth, but now you can. That's called fractional share buying, and it's really good. So that's one of the pros of Revolut. Also, they have a fairly decent portfolio tracking tools and analytics, which we just talked about. It's sort of, for me, the interface of those analytics are really nice to go in and see how my portfolio is performing. It doesn't take long. It's all really nice and precise, something that they didn't have in the past and now they have. So it's vastly improved and I really like that. The stock screener as well, which I mentioned and showed at the beginning of the video. And you can now go in, and if you're looking to invest, you can sort of filter what you're investing by category. So energy or finance or tech or whatever. You can filter, as I mentioned and showed you guys, the market cap, the price per earning ratio and things like that. So that's just a nice little thing that I haven't seen in other apps at this stage. And it just helps narrow down your selection if you're looking to invest. Also, there's no inactivity fee, no withdrawal fees either, which has always been the same with Revolut. I like that a lot. Almost instant trades as well. Trades, as I showed you when I bought that $10 worth of Tesla, go through basically just like that, which again, really nice. But when it comes to the cons, this one's not really a con, but the app can seem sometimes a bit gimmicky, a bit arcadey, almost too easy to use, which I think can be dangerous if you're a beginner. You don't really know what you're doing, because it's almost so easy to invest nowadays, especially on this app, that people might go ahead and start investing money that they probably shouldn't be, because it's so accessible and so easy. But then I guess on the flip side, that could be a pro. So could be a pro, could be a con. Now, another con is the trading fees. So as I mentioned earlier, Revolut used to have unlimited trades, unlimited free trades. Sorry, it does have unlimited trades, but unlimited free trades for their metal users. That's not the case anymore. So as you can see here, the trading fees are for a standard account, you got 1 free trade. For a plus account, you got 3 free trades. Premium account, you got 5 free trades. And for a metal and ultra plans, you got 10 free trades. Now, this is per month, by the way. This is not per day or per year or forever. This is a monthly trade limit, which they've put on there. Some restrictions for the paid and premium accounts, which kind of sucks. But as I mentioned, for me, it doesn't really matter, because this is a very passive investment portfolio of mine at the moment. I don't really use Revolut to invest, so not too much of an issue. If you're a heavy day trader, it's not going to be for you. But if you're just looking to dip your toes, it's not going to matter. And then there is a commission, obviously, if you do go over those free trade limits, but that's going to be the same on any brokerage, any app that you use. And the other cons to this app are pretty much the same as they were a couple of years ago. One is that it's a limited portfolio. They have got a lot of US stocks. That's fine, but they haven't got any ETFs. They haven't got any UK stocks, which for me kind of sucks, because I like to invest heavily in ETFs, the S&P 500, for example, and they haven't got any of these. So massive con for me. There's also only one base currency as well, which kind of sucks for me living in the UK. You have to convert your currency, your fiat, wherever you live, into US dollars to be able to use the app and make trades. Now, that's fine if you get a good rate and you can time it, but it kind of sucks, because if your exchange rate to the US dollar isn't the best, then all of those gains that you've worked so hard and waited so long to have could just go down the shitter if you exchange your dollars back to pounds or whatever currency. You're going to lose a massive percentage. So that kind of sucks. Good for US citizens, not so good if your main currency is not the US dollar. So then I have a bit of a love-hate relationship with Revolut still now in 2023. I love the interface. I think it's a really nice app to use. It's my favorite investing app to sort of scroll through and it's just nice. It's just like Apple versus Android. Sorry, Android users, but for me, it's just a really nice interface, and I love that. But I feel like they've withdrawn a lot of the benefits, especially for metal users, that they used to have, and that kind of sucks. So for me, I'm going to continue to leave my investments within the Revolut app there. Just going to monitor them, regularly monitor them, and just wait for a time when the US dollar to pound exchange rate is decent, and then I'll probably pull my money out of the app and invest it elsewhere. But for now, I'm happy to leave it in there. Yeah, it's pretty much it. So that's it. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed today's video and the update on Revolut in 2023. Please don't forget to subscribe and check out some of my other videos. See you next time.